do for you?
Good morning. Could I please have 2 sausage McMuffins and a hash brown?
Alright, anything else for you today?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, that's going to be $5.38.
5.38. That's not right. 5.38.
5.38.
Hey, what do you have me down for?
They have 2 sausage McMuffins and 2 hash browns.
Just 1 hash brown, please. Thank you. Had to make sure we got the hash brown this time. She's in there, so we're good. Always check your bag. Lesson learned. Can't fool me this time, McDonald's. Not this time. I am now older and wiser. Good morning, everybody. We are currently on the way to C.J. Brown Reservoir in Springfield, Ohio. Now, I've been told by a close friend at work that that every time that he goes to C.J. Brown Reservoir and he wants to catch some crappie, he catches a bunch of keepers. So that is what we're going to try to do today. We're going to try to get 2, maybe 3 really good keepers. I'm not going to get too many because, I mean, it's just me. I'm just cooking for myself. I don't need a bunch. So I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 max will be plenty for me. So that's really all that I want to catch. If I get those 2 or 3, I'll keep fishing. Obviously, it's like a 50-minute drive, so I've got to make it worth my while. But that is the goal for today. Now, today will also be the first time that I ever try to use live minnows as my bait. I've never done it before, but that's what Richard Gene, the fishing machine, always does, or not always, but he said it's one of the best methods for catching these crappie. So that's what we're going to try. There is a bait shop kind of near the marina. I'm gonna try to fish at the marina there at the reservoir. Everybody online was saying that it's a pretty good spot. No matter how many people are there fishing, they always catch fish. So we're gonna try it out. There is a bait shop near the reservoir, and there's also a bait shop at the marina. So I'm going to try the bait shop that's nearby first, just to try to ensure that there are minnows there for us to buy. I don't want to go straight to the marina, get ready to fish, and then have the bait shop be sold out of minnows or whatever, right? So that's the plan. I will see you guys when I get there. Make sure you like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe so you don't miss another one. Leave me a comment. Tell me everything that I'm doing wrong. Alright? See you guys when we get there. Got a notice here. Please fill out the card below. When finished, deposit the card in USPS. Please complete only 1 card per angler per year. Alright, I can do that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our first volunteer. Who wants to play? Who wants to play, huh? Guess this guy does first. Oh, no. Come on, man. I am a professional, don't worry. Just like that. I'll go ahead and check him out. Nice natural presentation. I'm going to start out with just doing about 2 feet. Trying to fish about 2 feet below the surface. And then we can always increase that if we need to. But start with this first. Now we play the waiting game. Just had a bunch of, there was a bunch of shad that just jumped right over here. I'm gonna cast out in the middle of all that. Something spooked them, which means there's probably a bass or a crappie or something, some kind of predator swimming around it. See if maybe we can't hook up on whatever just spooked them. I'm not having a lot of luck right off of this little fishing pier, so we'll probably be moving here pretty soon. I was really hoping to hook up on whatever spooked those shad, but no such luck. That's all right. Yeah, I've seen a few hits down a little ways, maybe like 20-30 yards north of where I'm at, so I'm gonna go ahead and head down that way instead. I think this is a good depth, so we're gonna stick with it. This little guy, he's probably ready for probably ready to be switched out. I mean, I've got 2 dozen of them. He's still alive, but he's been on there for a while, so something else can eat him. Yeah, he's not moving much. I can see him down in the on the water there, so he is ready to be switched out anyways. All right, show of fins. Who all would like to be eaten next? There we go. Now these are actually bass minnows, so they're a little bit bigger. They had crappie minnows and they had bass minnows. I chose to go with the bass minnows because they're a little bit bigger. Doesn't really matter though. If they see them and they're hungry, they'll go after them. There we go. Through the bottom of the lip, through the top lip. Let's go ahead and toss them out. This is why I wear my hiking shoes when I go fishing. These rocks are slippery. I am not trying to fall. I also have a slip bobber, so if I need to... See, there was a hit right there. Right to the left of me. So if I need to adjust the depth even more, I can rig one of those up. We'll try this for now though. I think he's sitting at about 3.5 foot, so hopefully that's pretty decent. Got that bait. Oh, you guys see the shad get spooked? It means if they're jumping up to the surface like that, it means there's probably a predator underneath of them that's spooking them up to the surface. It's not very deep here though. I can still see the bottom right here, so I think we're at the right depth. We're just not in the right spots at the right time. I'm gonna move down a little bit and cast to the left of where those guys just jumped.
Fishing a crappie?
Yep, trying.
They're right here, like across here,
Yeah.
like 5 feet.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent. It looks like at about 5 feet.
Nice. I was pretty sure they were over here. I just wasn't sure what the depth was.
Yeah.
Thank you. That good guy kayaker going by just now had a fish finder. Oh, be careful on these rocks, man. He had a fish finder and let me know they're about 5 feet down. I was fishing about 3.5. So we can grab a new minnow real quick. There we go, got a nice balance here. So hopefully we can hook up on one. that's the goal. I knew they were over here because of the shed. The shed told me that this is where the crappie were. But figuring out the depth, that's the hard part. That's the hard part. That's right though. There we go, just like that. Dip them in the water, keep them alive. And let's move down a little bit. Good guy kayaker. They ain't all bad. Come on now, crappie, don't be stingy. Oh, we got a little guy. Little bass here. Nothing special though. Always catch the little ones. Why is that? I always catch little guys. Oh, he swallowed it. Hold on. There we go. That was a tricky hook to get out. I don't know if you can see it very well. But he kind of swallowed it a little bit. So I had to pull it out of his belly. Looks like he should be fine though. It doesn't look like he's bleeding or anything like that. Let's toss him back. I didn't even know I was hooked up on that guy. He wasn't swimming or anything. He just sat right in one spot. How's it going? Good. Nothing yet. Still got an empty cooler. Yeah, trying. Oh, I sure do. Yep. Sure seems like it.
Taking it from you, or?
Nah, I think I'm just dragging it along the bottom. I think I need to try to fish a little shallower. That's my license.
Oh, yeah, you got one of
The card, yeah.
Oh, you got the whole, you got a license.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I. Huh. Very good. I've never seen it. Maybe that's the first one ever made. You got all zeros.
Huh. I don't know.
You might have bought the first ever lifetime fishing.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, good luck today.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. It's the first time I've ever actually been asked to show my license. And that's why you always fish with a license, folks. It'll happen when you least expect it. Fishing license costs a hell of a lot less than getting fined. So, just suck it up and buy it. Hey guys, hooked up on a decent bass here. Let's get him up. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but it was fun to catch him. Come on, there we go. Decent bass. Not bad, not bad. Glad that we at least caught something. I was getting pretty discouraged there for a little while. Decent little bass. Toss him back. See you, buddy. That was so I was right around here, just vertical jigging with the minnow, and I had something snatch it real quick. I tried to set the hook, but I had already bitten and taken it before I could really get a good hook set on it, so I hooked up another minnow, and we got that guy. So I don't know, let's try again. If there's a bass there, then that probably means that there are bait fish around there, and if there's bait fish around there, then it means that there might be some crappie. At least that makes sense to me. Oh, come on. There's a bunch of seagulls right out that way at the end of that point where the cliff kind of comes out that way, and there's a trail that goes out and over that way. I'm gonna reel in and see if I can't make my way over make my way over where all those birds are at. If the birds are there, that must mean that the fish are there, right? There they are. There's all the birds. I made it over here. Hopefully there's some fish, because it took a while to get here. And the water in the cooler are pretty heavy. Oh yeah, we're having fun. Maybe some decent cover here. It doesn't really look like it drops off very quickly. It could be a problem since we're trying to crappie fish. Gotta at least try it now that I'm over here. I found a jig, or no, it's a spinner. It's kind of neat. The hooklet's pretty, the hook is pretty rough, but it's pretty neat. We'll take it with. Oh boy, well. I don't know where else to go. I don't know what else to try. I just don't know. This spot right here is calling to me. It's telling me to try it out, so I will. Well, guys, it was a tough decision, but I am taking my ball and going home. It was not a successful day in catching any crappie, but it was a successful day in trying new things and learning new things. That was the first time ever using live minnows. It was my first time ever using a slip bobber, and it took me a while to figure out how that actually worked. How you had to like tie on like some mono to the line, and it had to be enough to stop the bobber from sliding past, but not enough that it gets caught up in the rings. It was more complex than I was expecting it to be. However, we did it. Tried something else that was new, and I can't remember what it was right now. What was it? Oh, I put the split shot on there because I knew that the water temperature is getting colder because we're moving farther into fall, and I put the split shot on there to try to minimize some of the movement from the minnow, because the crappie are probably moving a little bit slower. They're getting a little sluggish because the water is colder. But still nothing. But still no crappie. I just couldn't find them. I was fishing anywhere from 2 feet deep all the way up to 10 foot deep. I was fishing around rocks. I was watching for the birds. I was watching for shad coming up to the surface and trying to fish around them, because obviously something was scaring them. I just couldn't find any. At least I didn't leave empty-handed, though. At least we caught that one decent bass. It was a largemouth. It was pretty decent. It was about 12 inches. Which I actually felt kind of bad because there's a bass tournament going on there. So I felt kind of bad with catching the bass. It was 12 inches, and the guy said that his son only needed to catch 1 or 2 more. Like, they just had to be 12 inches. They just had to be at least 12, and he would win the tournament. He just needed 2 more that qualified, and he would win. But I guess I don't know. I hope he got him. I hope that he got him. I learned a lot. I tried new things. We were not successful in catching the elusive crappie, but at least I caught a decent bass. Well, I'm gonna go and have McDonald's for the second time today to cheer myself up a little bit. I appreciate you watching. If you watched all the way to the end, I appreciate you. Make sure that you like the video. If you watched all the way to the end, then you must have liked something about it. Go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss another video where I don't catch any fish. And make sure you leave me a comment telling me, tell me everything that I could have done better. Everything that I could have done that maybe would have landed me a crappie. I will not take it as negative feedback or anything like that. I will take it as constructive criticism, and I would appreciate any help that I can get. Alright? So, we'll get him next time. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye-bye. Fishing might have been slow today, but now I have a bunch of new pets.